Now that the Supreme Court is fast-tracking the Trump administration's appeal of the lower court rulings that he exceeded his authority by issuing sweeping tariffs without Congress, thousands of businesses may get what they wanted, some certainty. The high-stakes arguments are slated for the first week of November. And joining us now, a man at the center of the lawsuit against the Trump administration, Victor Owen Schwartz, owner of wine importer VOS Selections in New York. Also with us, his attorney, Jeffrey Schwab. So let's ask the legal question first, Jeffrey. Lay out the case for us. What do you think your strongest argument is to win here?
Well, the strongest argument is that IEEPA doesn't mention tariffs at all, and no president has previously used IEEPA to impose tariffs. So it's unprecedented, unusual, and also the second strongest argument is if the Trump administration has this power, then it exceeds the constitutional authority because there are virtually no limits to the president's tariffs.
So, Victor, you were here a few months ago. We talked about the concerns that you had about the impact this would have. So what has it meant now, this uncertainty to your business?
It's been terrible.
Terrible.
You increase someone's taxes 5 times, it's going to have an impact. I was just looking, our second quarter since the strangulation day tariffs hit, our profit went down like 60%. 60. Where's that money going? It's going to the federal government. It's a tax. So it's like all of us small businesses, we have this terrible anvil on our head. And you start calculating what's that going to cost us through the end of the year. Now that we have, supposedly the set tariffs, 15% from Europe, 30% from South Africa. It's a challenge of cash flow it's hard to measure.
Would it be fair to say that even if you could make an argument that we make widgets here and we make widgets in Canada, and people are buying a lot of Canadian widgets, it would be good for the U.S. economy if people bought more American widgets. You can make all the arguments about it. Costs more money, it costs more to manufacture, whatever. Wine is a cross-country thing, always has been. Talk to American winemakers, they're concerned that they can't send out, just as saying that there's an Italian winemaker is concerned that they can't send in.
Yeah.
So, in the end, I guess my question is, the individual significance is different for each individual business, what business you're in and how it works. So is this something that can all be solved with a Supreme Court decision?
Well, that's a big question. Domestic wines have also gone up in price. They depend upon a lot of products that come from overseas.
There you go.
Just like in the car business. So taking away the fact that I prefer to drink a Chianti and not a California Cabernet, that's a matter of choice. It's also just a matter of economics. It's also, I really need to point out, that there's a very large impact on the surplus that we create in the wine and spirits business. Every dollar that we import creates over $4 of GDP. Warehousemen, truckers, stores, restaurant, everybody involved around it. So now that's all been cut out because it's made so many products very, very difficult to sell.
One California winemaker put it this way, I'm curious about your reaction, quote, "To be a political pawn sucks when all I want to do is make wine, share wine, hang out, and sell really good wine."
Yeah, you're preaching to the choir. Yeah, I feel the same way. I didn't get into this business to sue the administration.
So what are you hearing from winemakers? And really, would a decision from the Supreme Court at least take the uncertainty away?
If we could go back to the pre-tariff arrangement, yes. Understand that our industry, for other demographic reasons, has been in a slump. It has been in a decline.
Young people aren't drinking as much.
They're just not drinking as much alcohol, right? So you have that on top of the tariffs. They're really hurting. They need to move their goods. And they bring in the crop, they make wine every year. They need to move those barrels and bottles out of their wineries.
How big a deal is November for you then? Is it make or break?
October, November, December is really critical. And just on top of that, we have to guess or rub the crystal ball and figure out how much we want to bring in. Everything we bring in, we have to pay this tariff now up front. So we have to put all this, money up front on these products. You're looking at a big risk. So what does that mean?
We're going to be able to sell or not.
And that's why I said last time I was here, it's contraction. We're contracting. I already looked at my portfolio. I was just very curious, just looking through my book. We've already contracted about 3.5%, 4%, just in the number of products that we're offering the market.
Victor Owen Schwartz, Jeffrey Schwab, maybe we'll see you in November when we get a ruling from the Supreme Court. Good luck in the meantime.